TGI Fridays. What's going down, peoples? Another week. We back here. Tell you, these weeks go kind of quick, man. Real talk, man. Let me make sure I get these groups in here, show some love, man. Yes, sir. Esposito in the building, man. What's going on, OG? That's my man, Esposito. Esposito, I'm going to have you on one day. Not today. I'm going to prepare you. But we going to have you on because you got a lot of motherfucking sports knowledge. You know I know. You know I know, bro. Jeff Gerson in the building as always, man. Yeah, my man Sportsbook Jeff in the building. Let's get the room filled up. Oh, Douglas Bender coming out of nowhere. Like a Ray Allen jump shot. Yeah, what's going on, man? Chilling, man. Another Friday, man. Ready to give y'all this music, man. Mark Guillory ready, locked and loaded. MG Raider locked and loaded. Y'all better beware because it's been a minute before he got on. I know you ready, dog. I know you are. Let me give the shout outs, then we're going to start the marvelous show that we do on a weekly basis, man. Oh, JK in the building, major salute. Major salute. Okay, Doug, but listen, Doug, that's why we got YouTube and we got replay, so don't even worry about that. You can always watch the replay. Steve Levine in the building as always. Okay, let's get this show started. I see a lot of people tapping in early. That's exactly how I like it. I love eating my dinner right when it's done. Not later on, not the next day, right when it's done. And all of y'all tuning in right at the beginning, and I love it. Okay, let's start off with the message of the day. Then we're going to jump right into the show. I hope y'all keep mind to all the messages of the day because I always tell you this is all 100%. Nothing of it is 50%. This message of the day is called Stay in Your Lane. So this applies to numerous shit. One of them is mind your business. Whenever, something's going on and it's not your business, stay in your lane. Don't jump into that because you're going to cause unnecessary, attention to yourself. You don't need that. Stay in your lane. And one of my favorite ways of breaking it down is if you a rapper, then you rap. If you a dancer, then you keep dancing. And last but not least, if you a ball player, then you keep playing ball. Stay in your lane and you'll have a better life. You have more fun in your life. And trust me as I tell you, you might even live longer. Message of the day. Let's get this party started. Al York Sports. The raw truth, motherfuckers. Mac 1 with another one, baby. You know he stay blessing me, man. Salute to Mac 1, man. Keep doing your thing, little bro. Your work is paying off, man. Your shit really sounding crazy, my nigga. You know I ain't gonna tell you no different, man. TGI Friday, Al York Sports, man. Guillory, I hope you ready. Sportsbook, I hope you ready. But we gonna talk to these motherfuckers today, man. Let me put this on pause. Let's start the show. Go to YouTube, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Continue to support the YouTube channel. Much appreciated. Shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, New York City, Las Vegas, LES to the death. Nueva York. Shout out to Sam the Man and them studios. Price Tag Entertainment and Media. I love apparel, or I love money apparel. I said that on purpose. I like to get my man upset. I love money apparel with the unquestionable devil guard. Mac 1 Beats, Bishop Beats, open sessions and giveaways. And like I always tell y'all, the more, the merrier. And remember, our contest is coming up. Raymond Rodriguez, New York, everything in the building. The contest is coming up. I'm going to keep letting y'all know. Inbox me if you want to join this 10-game contest. The winners decided every other week. I'll tell y'all the exacts. If you're interested and you think you're a handicapper, holler at your boy. Let's start with the sports talk now. I want to start this show a little different today. I normally give y'all updates. I normally give y'all what's going on. This time is more of my opinion. The NBA's got to be crazy if they don't give Joel Embiid the MVP. I'm saying it right now on my show. I'm going to keep it all the way 100. This dude right here not only got chunked out on 2 years in a row. I know you listening, Steve Levine and Philly the Kid. I know y'all listening because he represents your team. Joel Embiid needs to win the MVP, man. Cut the bullshit already, NBA. Cut it out because it's starting to look like, and I hate to go here. But it's starting to look racist now. This guy definitely deserves the MVP. There's nothing Joel Embiid did not do this year. Not only is he an unstoppable force, you can't stop him in the blocks. You can't stop his mid-range, that money in the bank. And he's even pulling up from threes, and he's finishing up fast breaks, not to mention all the shots he blocks and all the rebounds he's getting. And he makes his teammates better. What else do you want this guy to do? What, win a championship? Nikola Jokic ain't win no championship. He got 2 fucking MVPs. So I don't want to hear that. You got to give Joel Embiid the MVP. After what I see, what he did in that game against Boston, this kid is unstoppable out of Kansas University. Salute to Joel Embiid. Whether you win it or not, you my motherfucking MVP, the Al York MVP. Let's move on. I have to get that out there. We're going to go to boxing. You got one guy 33 years old, one guy 35 years old. When we going to make this mega fight? When are we going to make this mega fight? You motherfuckers playing around. Y'all going to be 2-0. It's going to be like that motherfucking Mayweather Pacquiao shit where we all have to wait 5 years later. I wasn't intrigued by that fight. Y'all probably were. I wasn't intrigued by that fight. Errol Spence, 28-0, 22 knockouts, a.k.a. The Truth. Terrence Crawford, a.k.a. Bud, 39-0, 30 Ks, or 30 knockouts. You got to get this fight before people lose interest. Right now, people probably lost interest. But since there's nothing really going on beside that Tank Garcia and maybe, Benavidez can get Canelo, you can still jack a lot of money off this fight. But I thought if you would have made this fight a couple years ago, this shit could have been box office. It could have been a trilogy. Y'all took away the trilogy now. And if y'all did do a trilogy now, it ain't going to be great because 133, 135, y'all over y'all prime. But y'all got to make this fight happen this year if y'all going to get any interest. Right now, one of my men said it's too late for him. This is just facts. Other news. Veteran defensive lineman Corey Peters has announced his retirement after 12 seasons in the NFL. Good luck with your life and life after football, Corey Peters. Great defensive lineman. Other news. New York Jets signed QB Tim Boyle, ex-Aaron Rodgers backup in Green Bay. Let me tell you something. The New York Jets are so invested in this Aaron Rodgers cat. If they don't get A-Rod, their season's going down. Salute to Keith Vega. I see you, baby. They doing everything. They don't got like already 4 or 5 ex-plays of the motherfucking Green Bay Packers so that they can show Aaron they want him to come to New York. Salute to Suge Knight. If this doesn't pan out for the New York Football Jets, this is going to bring them back for many years. I'm telling you right now. They are going to be brought back many years. Aaron better stop playing. Stop playing with people's feelings. You know what they've done for you. You have to go to, the Green Bay, the brass. They already know what it is. They already got Jordan Love started. We got to get you to New York, and you have to start your New York career just like Brett Favre did. But hopefully this will be a better run for you than it was for Brett Favre. Other news. MLB baseball, Texas Rangers pitcher Jake Odorizzi will miss the whole 2023 season after going shoulder injury. Odorizzi's 33 years old and being out this whole year. I don't know. This could be kind of like playing with his career as far as his career ending. But good luck to Jake Odorizzi, who's a decent pitcher at best. Other news. Tennessee Titans handle their business. They signed a defensive lineman, Jeffrey Simmons, who to me is probably top 3, maybe the best This guy is a problem on the line. And a 4-year deal worth $94 million, 66 guarantee, and a $24 million signing bonus. Salute to Jeffrey Simmons. The Titans had to do this. They had to do this because this guy's the anchor of the defense. This guy, you need 2-3 motherfuckers kind of like Reggie White. Not considering Reggie White yet. You got to play like Reggie White for years. But he's as nasty as Reggie was early in his career. Listen to that clearly. Early in his career, but I'm not comparing them yet. Last but not least, Denver Broncos legend John Elway will no longer be employed with the Denver Broncos. They did not renew his contract, and he did say that the brass will take care of the team and get somebody that's well fitted for the situation. Salute to John Elway, who won a Super Bowl with Peyton Manning when he brought Peyton Manning in, and after that it was dismal all around. Every quarterback they ever got was trash. Like 5 quarterbacks, and I'm not even going to name all 5 of them, but Peyton Manning got him a Super Bowl, and salute for Elway for making that happen. Guillory, where you at? Let's get this popping, man. I'm surprised I got all that out there. Let me wait for my man Guillory. There we go. Let me take this off right here. Give me a minute, guys. Yeah, we going to talk to y'all. Don't go nowhere, man. For real, don't go nowhere. We going to talk to y'all.
Al York, what is up? What's cracking? What's going on?
I can hear you. If I start not hearing you, I'll put my plugs on. First thing first, how you doing, player?
All good, all good.
Maintaining?
Maintaining, man. Feeling good. We're in an NFL offseason, but we have spring games and NCAA that are occurring now and next weekend, so that's kind of exciting. Of course, Arizona State football spring game is next Saturday, so I'll be in Tempe, Arizona, watching a certain number 1 starting wide receiver open up his career with Arizona State and the Pac-12 with the spring game next week. So we're all good.
Okay.
Voice is a little hoarse.
I know it's like a week late, but I never got your input. What did you think about the March Madness? I know you flew out to Vegas. You had a great time. Did you think the right team won it?
I mean, of course the right team won it. I mean, they won it, and it was a crazy March Madness, man. I've never seen anything like it. From day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4, we just had surprises and upset city. So it was a pretty good tournament. I like seeing some of the newer schools make runs. I like seeing UConn become a blue blood now.
Right.
They had a great tournament. I think, did anybody even score within 10 points?
No. They averaged about 13 to 15 points per victory.
Just a solid team. But I like seeing a California State University school in the national championship. That's something that you never would have expected. San Diego State did a good job. And they're a really good team, but very senior heavy. So it's going to be a while before we see San Diego State come back again.
Right. But great season for the Aztecs. My hat's off to them. UConn definitely deserved it. Hurley and company played outstanding basketball. Like
great coaching. Great coaching.
Yeah, they blew out everybody that was in front of them. And there was a 4th seed too, Guillory. Wasn't no 1, 2, 3 seed. There was a 4th seed. And I think the selection committee kind of plays with those seedings, man. They got to get some younger selectors or get some more accurate people on the selection committee, because some of those seedings are just wrong. Some of them are wrong. Yeah, I believe
especially the 3 through 7s. The 5 and 12 matchups were ridiculous. The 12s were just 12 and 11s were not true 12 and 11s. I mean, it's just all mixed up. Like Creighton Creighton was like incredible. They went to the Sweet 16. They're one of the teams I picked early on. But like I said, they should have been a higher seed.
Okay. All right. So now that we got through that, let's dive right into the NBA. We're gonna take care of your beloved Raiders, but let's get back to the NBA. I want to talk a little bit about the Dallas Mavericks. Last year, lost in the semi-conference to your, of course, Golden State Warriors. 4-1 Warriors whipped them up. But before that, they played a hell of a playoff last season. My thing is, I thought when they got Kyrie Irving, I thought they became a better team, but obviously that's not what it is. So my question to you is,
What happened in Dallas?
Well, it's just weird what they did. I'm not sure. I think they made a run, but with injuries and Kyrie is Kyrie. He doesn't play every single game. Matter of fact, he's not even playing tonight. Although Dallas does have a comfortable lead right now, 43-28 over Chicago. They have to win the game to even make the playoffs. But here's the crazy thing about Dallas. Do they want to win? Does Dallas Mavericks want to win? Because if they win and they make the playoffs, they lose that first round opportunity to get Wemby. I'm saying the Wemby sweepstakes is wide open. So, I mean, do they want to win? And also, is Kyrie going to come back? They still have to sign Kyrie. Is he even interested in coming back? And is it worth it to sign Kyrie Irving to your team, knowing he may not even play 65 games in a season? I just think they took a gamble, and they have a billionaire owner who takes gambles because he has stuff to lose, and it's unfortunate for the Dallas Maverick fans that were expecting a turnaround this year and for them to be a legitimate playoff team. They're in number 11 right now. They don't control their own destiny even if they win tonight.
I know.
Because if another team wins on Sunday, they're out no matter what. So it just depends. The Thunder, correct?
Yeah.
So,
and they got, but to go back, they starting five is out, but Luka. But also the Bulls got DeRozan out and Levine out, so that's why they have a chance to win this game.
Exactly.
So, and when I want to see it go to the last day, I would like to actually see them make the play-in game. I don't think you make a trade of this magnitude here and don't even make the playoff game, man. I mean, this, and it ain't all Kyrie. I had a big discussion with a lot of my aficionados. Like, a lot of people say Kyrie makes the team. No, when Kyrie's in there, he balls out. You seen he won the last game for them. That wasn't Luka. That was Kyrie that won that game. Kyrie
sometimes.
Something like 30-some points in the second half. So
right,
he did it.
You have to get that consistently.
I think it's a small sample. Yes, I understand. I don't know what's the exact record with Kyrie. It could be something like 5-17, which is horrible. But it's a small sample. Him and Luka, obviously, they haven't built no chemistry yet. But my thing is, it worth to give them a bag and try to find that out or go elsewhere? That's my question to you before I move on. Should they really look into getting Kyrie and give him the bag, or you think they should take that money, Guillory, and probably get 2 decent players back for that kind of money?
It just depends on the kind of time they have. Do they have the kind of time that they need to build a team through the draft and through free agency? Probably not, given that they might lose both the stars within the next couple of years. And they might be in a total rebuild mode. So I don't think it's smart for the Dallas Mavericks to give Kyrie money. I think that in the short term, with Luka there, and to maximize or at least optimize Luka's skill set for the time that they have him and the time they can afford him before he hits the next unrestricted free agency period. I think that they need to surround Luka with some solid talent, somewhat like what the Lakers did this year towards the end of the season, even though it's not going to result in a championship or even a Western Conference final appearance. Dallas has to make some investment in their team, and I don't think Kyrie is that route.
They had it. They had Finney Smith. They had Brunson. They had Dinwiddie. That's what you're talking about. Solid guys, no superstars, just guys that come out every night, lengthy, long. They were known to play a little defense last year. They played zero defense this year. And I didn't even mention Woods. They also got Woods, who was supposed to be an upgrade. And I like Woods, but I don't like how he's contributing with the Mavericks. I like what he did in Houston for that small sample. Like I said, maybe they need a whole year together, but that's a risky risk. I mean, if you go and give this guy the bag and this shit don't work, then where you at?
Well, it hasn't worked. And frankly, everywhere Kyrie has been since he left LeBron James in Cleveland, it hasn't worked. So the past is prologue. And the definition of insanity is to keep on doing the same thing over and over with the consistent result, expecting another result that's different than what you've consistently been given. Look at Kyrie since even Duke. He didn't even play the season that he had at Duke. He played like the last 3 games, including March Madness, that they didn't win any championship. Cleveland is the best basketball that he's played in his career as a team player, not necessarily as an individual, but as a team player, yeah. But he hasn't had any type of success since he left LeBron James. And that may, be why he's probably going to sign with the Lakers in this offseason, no matter how much money Dallas throws at him. It just depends. You never know with Kyrie.
Yeah.
I mean, you just never know.
Let me make one point before we move on. I think this is a great point. A lot of executives, owners, etc., are going to see that the Knicks went and got a real point guard who's not as flashy as Kyrie. I mean, Kyrie's a better player than him if they play one-on-one against each other, obvious. But who's really the better player? Who makes who better? Brunson got that whole New York team. We feeling like not only we in the playoffs, we fifth. If we could beat Cleveland, oh my God, this is like one of the biggest pickups ever. I don't know if we're going to beat them, but I'm just saying, this is how good this young boy made this team. And I'll put a yes. I'm putting the most of the weight on them. I understand Randall switched up his game. The pickup of Hart was huge. Other plays, Robinson staying healthy. I get all that. But Brunson is balling in New York. I mean, he dropped 40 about a couple times already. I mean, he could drop 40. He could give you 15 assists, hit the big shot. And I'm telling you right now, Dallas would do anything to turn the clock back and give that guy $100 million for 4 or 5 years. They're having to give what Kyrie's going to want like 50 a pop for 4 years.
Right.
So Cuban fucked up on this year.
Oh,
but like
absolutely.
I said, I hope they get in the play-in. And I would love to see them upset somebody, but I know it's far-fetched, it's wishful thinking, because they're not even playing together ball. That's why it's not going to happen. And
the funniest thing would be,
any last word before we move on?
Yeah, the funniest thing would be if they get in at number 10, they probably play the Lakers at number 7. That'd be hilarious.
Let's go to NFL. Your Las Vegas Raiders. Obviously, Jimmy got signed 3 years, 73 M's. And y'all just recently picked up backup Brian Hoyer, who I think is going to serve more as an additional coach on the team. And also a backup. But Hoyer is so smart, knows the system, knows McDaniel. He's going to help out in ways that we don't even know. That's why I think it's a good pickup. But I don't think he's a decent backup.
I mean, he's a decent backup.
Coach. What's going on with the Raiders? If y'all playing to make another 5, maybe to win another 7, 8 games, is that the plan? Or y'all trying to go deep? Or y'all rebuilding? I'm confused here. Educate me, NG Raider.
Well, we got Jimmy G. So,
he said we got Jimmy G.
Yeah, we got 3 NFC championship games. 3 NFC championship games and a Super Bowl. He's a 99.2 career passer rating. 82 touchdowns. Interesting. Oh, what is that? 82 touchdowns. What is that? So many
just going over.
Yeah, sorry about it. Yeah, I mean, I got a commercial on my thing. Hey, you know what? He's a solid quarterback. What would the Raiders need? What we need to do is we need help on our defense. So we need some DB. And we need a defense. We need some cornerbacks and a defensive tackle. And then on offense, we need interior guards. I think the Raiders are solid number 2 in the AFC West. So we're going to compete. We're going to compete for that number 2 spot. KC is going to be KC. Raiders always compete with them no matter what the season is.
You really
but
thinking number 2. I mean, I'm hearing that Jimmy G is basically a remake of Derek Carr, or Derek Carr's a remake of him. Either way, it's like y'all didn't move forward with Jimmy G. It's basically the same kind of quarterback. What's your take?
I think we did move forward. We have a quarterback that has actually won a game in the playoffs. He's actually won 4 games in the playoffs.
He won, or his team won. He didn't have to do shit. I watched all those games. He barely did anything.
He was the quarterback when the team won.
Okay.
We lost a quarterback that was the quarterback when the team lost. So I don't know what it means when people say the quarterback didn't win the game. If you're the quarterback and you won
No,
the
I
game,
get it.
you won the game.
He's a W. But what I'm telling you is, he didn't do nothing dramatic to pat him on the back like, "Thank you, Jimmy G." Like he carried the fucking club.
As a
He didn't do like Aaron Rodgers or what Tom Brady do. They carry their clubs. All he did was stay away from mistakes. Like Shanahan tell you, just don't throw interceptions. We'll win the game. But yes, he is the quarterback. He gets the W. I get it. But in the Raiders, he's not gonna have it that good. He's gonna have to go out there and risk a lot more than what he did with Frisco. Frisco, they kept him risk-free. No, with the Raiders, he's gonna have to drop back and be that regular drop-back quarterback. Now you're gonna see a lot of more mistakes because it's gonna be situations that mistakes are gonna happen. Do you trust him in this situation? My question to you.
Well, winners win. And as a Raider fan, I don't have the perspective to look at and say, a dude that's career 38-17 with the 49ers versus a dude that's has a 4.14 winning percentage with the Raiders. I don't have the perspective to say, can this guy win? He's clearly won where he's been. He even won when he was with the New England Patriots before he went to the 49ers. So one thing in sports that is consistent across all kind of sports is winners win games. It doesn't matter what team they play on or anything like that. Winners are going to win. And so, with the free agency that we have, we have DeAndre Hopkins. We went and got him Keelan Cole, Devontae Carter, and we have 4 draft picks in the top 100 picks.
But you said y'all picked up DeAndre Hopkins?
We got DeAndre Carter.
Oh, okay. I know you ain't pick up D-Hop. I would have seen that on my motherfucking pop.
We don't need D-Hop. We have Devontae Adams.
No, I understand.
Jimmy G has never Jimmy G has never played with a wide receiver like Devontae Adams. I think their chemistry is going to be pretty nice. He throws a nice ball. So, and then we also still have Hunter Renfrow in the slot.
Debo ain't nobody. And Yahoo. Debo ain't no Adam. He's not Devontae.
He's not Devontae. He's not Devontae.
Devontae's a way greater possession receiver. But Debo do a lot more. Debo could go get the pass, run the ball, short pass, take it to the house. I'll be honest with you. I love Adams. But if I had to choose one, and I got a team that really needed a guy to do more, it's Debo. But if you just need a receiver, then it's Adams.
Devontae, that you're not saying that's not a good comparison. Devontae Adams is not going to line up at running back.
What I'm saying is, I said it's not talking about comparison. It's talking about which receiver you rather have. Like I'm gonna go what you said. Jimmy G, it goes as a W, right? When you look up Debo, it says wide receiver.
Correct.
That's the point I'm trying to make. So even if he lines up at running back, me and he's lined up as a wide receiver. Or he's written up as a wide receiver playing running back. Debo does everything, but like a regular possession receiver, Adams all day. But I just love what Debo brings to the table.
He's a quality player, but he doesn't make the quarterback a better quarterback.
What?
Devontae does, and
he made Jimmy G look good with them 3-yard passes, taking it to the house. You know what? Oh, see, you need your own words right now. You know why? Because I'm gonna eat you with your own words.
Jimmy G didn't have Debo the whole time.
He throws Debo a 3-yard pass. Debo takes it to the house, right? You know what it reads? Is Garoppolo fit 86-yard touchdown. But that was all.
But he didn't do that.
Debo.
He didn't do that every single play.
All Debo. I'm not saying that, but look how many times Debo
Life without Debo, when you come into Devontae Adams, he's not going to miss anything. He's not going to miss Debo whatsoever. Debo's going to miss him. Debo sure missed Jimmy G, didn't he, this season? He sure did. The third string quarterback was all right, but he wasn't that great. He had to play that running back shit and all that scat back shit just to get the ball. Well, what did he do for his greatness? That's not what we're talking about. Debo's greatness. We're talking about the Raiders.
Not been able to do anything. You get it now?
Jimmy. Well, he couldn't do anything because Carr was always on his ass with his self-sacks.
Listen,
Carr would sack himself.
I love to talk 10 more minutes with you. I'm loving every minute of this. I'm loving this like I love me some pot ropes. But unfortunately, I got Sportsbook Jeff laying up. Last words for you.
Watch Debo stats and watch Devontae Adams stats this coming season, and also pay attention to Arizona State football. They were in the gutter in the Pac-12 last year. I think you're going to see marked improvement, especially that receiver core. They got burners, man. X going to give it to you. Watch out for Xavier Guillory, number 1. X going to give it to you. X going to give it to you. All right. Peace out, y'all.
M.V.P, yo, thank you for coming on. I know you had a voice issue. I appreciate your efforts. Enjoy your weekend, brother, and we're going to get back soon.
Peace out.
MG Raider, baby. Thank you, brother. Okay, Sportsbook Jeff, where you at? Let's get Mr. Jeffrey Gerson in the building. Great job by MG Raider. He just got me going, man. Let's get Sportsbook Jeff in here. Salute to everybody. Everybody that I didn't say hello to, salute to everybody. Sportsbook Jeff in the building. What's going on, big brother?
Well, I got to add my little Raiders conversation here. Rumor has it a couple things. One is they're going to stand pat when that Levis guy drops down. They're going to take Levis, the quarterback. Or I've heard they might trade up with the Cardinals to get the quarterback out of Florida. So you're going to find out if they're rebuilding or they're thinking they're trying to win with this team right away. You'll know by the first-round draft pick.
Jeff, you're not going to throw out 3 years, $73 million to not start Jimmy G. I mean, Raiders don't have money.
If you evaluate the contract, it's really a one-year contract. They'd get rid of Jimmy G after 1 year if they chose to.
So they won't take no other L's beside that 1 year?
I'm saying they can get out of that contract after 1 year. So that's not a lock-in.
I think they go in with the mindset of Jimmy G. But I agree with you. Now that you're telling me 1 year they could get out, maybe mid-season they could go the other way. I got you. But they definitely got to get a quarterback out the draft because Hoyer is more like the coach. You know that.
Hoyer's a terrible quarterback.
He's done already. He's too old. He's more like a coach.
I think MG's trying to sell him as a backup. Please. They're better off going down to Sapphire Strip Club and picking a hooker up. They have a better chance of quarterback than Hoyer.
Exactly.
Shit.
Exactly. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to the MLB, Mr. Sportsbook Jeff. I know we only in like a week and a half of the season, but what's got your attention going early? Like, what did you see anything that just makes you like, whoa? Matter of fact, you told me a team the other day, but is it just more than one team, or is it a couple teams that got you thinking like this team could really, play good if they stay injury-free?
Well, I think the things that caught my attention early. Number one, with the Astros Altuve down, that it's opened the door and crack for some of the teams out in the American League West, and specifically if you look at the Angels and the Rangers right now. The Rangers really came out strong out of the box, took 5 out of 6, swept the Phillies, who went to the World Series. We got some momentum at beating them 12 in a row. I would say the pitching staff was adequate enough. It wasn't dynamic, what we expected with DeGrom, but it was adequate enough for their hitting to take place and take over a game. So, with Bruce Bochy down there managing, Bruce Bochy, the day he took that job, became the best manager in baseball once again. So you can't outrule what coaching does to the game. The Rangers are going to be around. The Angels, I think that they know they have to get off to a good start, or you're just trade requests galore come mid-season. I think that Trout's had enough if they don't get there. So let's see what the Angels do. But Rendon, being the knucklehead he was, gets suspended 4 games, not really smart. The other thing that caught my attention is
that's the fam ever since you don't know.
Right. He's been down.
He can't hit. When he was at the Nationals, he was starting to get it going, and then again,
Rendon is Pujols' second coming out the Angels. That's the way it looks like to me. Got the bag, and all of a sudden can't hit, can't do nothing.
A lot younger though. Pujols is the old man already. This guy's young.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But now,
second thing I think that impressed me for the first part of the season is you look at the start the Milwaukee Brewers have in the Central already. Very impressive 3-game sweep over the New York Mets, 10-0, 9-0, and the walk-off with Mitchell.
6 games.
I think it's 1-0 Brewers tonight, but they're playing the Cardinals head-to-head. And I think the Cardinals look like their hitting might be the best in the league, the pitching the worst in the league right now. So obviously the Cardinals got some work to do there, and then you throw in the fireworks going on in the dugout right now between, the youngest manager in baseball, Ollie Marmol, trying to say the Cardinal way with Tyler O'Neill not running the ball out, which is marginal if you look at it. It just seems like a young manager trying to make his name on somebody right now. So I think that the Brewers right now smell a little blood in the water early.
Real quick,
and
could you tap on the Braves? Talk a little bit about the Braves, then I'm going to give my input.
Well, when I look at the Braves right now, I think they are the best team in baseball, considering that they got all the pitching issues, and they rolled into St. Louis for a nice sweep. I mean, St. Louis had a tough start with the way this schedule went, but I mean, for Atlanta to march right in there, and then be honest, the second year in a row, basically won 3 games without being really competed with the Cardinals. Says a lot for the Atlanta lineup. Jumped on them early. The depth of their pitching staff. I mean, they had 2 rookies starting that series. Both of them, counted themselves very well. The back of the bullpen with A.J. Minter, really was tight. So, I mean, I think the Braves, they get some of their guys back, could roll. I mean, the Mets better get it going real quick.
Yeah, see, a lot of surprising teams. I'm going to mention a few teams that I felt very surprising. The Dodgers, even though they're playing teams they should beat, but they are rolling them. I like what I see out the Yankees. We lost a tough game today, but I like what I see. It's early. You're going to go through your bumps and bruises. We're missing 2 marquee starters that you know about. Of course, the Braves that you mentioned. The Minnesota Twins are also, they get Correa to hit. Everybody hitting but Correa. They beat the Astros tonight. I think you mentioned that. So this is early, small sample, nothing to get crazy about. But it's good to see these teams jump out. Now, my question to you real quick, we're going to jump into the next subject. We're running out of time. Should the Stros and the Phils be worried? Phillies just lost another guy. That's 3 guys they might be out to mid-season or even the whole season. And the Stros got their injuries too. Should they be worried, Jeff, or is it just too early to talk about that shit?
It's too early to talk about any of it right now. We're a week and a half in. The Phillies didn't do anything until mid-season last year. Remember, they were below 500 from June before they turned it on. The Astros are always there. They're battling some injuries early. Really, the onus is on the Rangers, the Angels, the Mariners, to get out as far as they can or win as many as they can before the Astros kick in. The Phillies, though, would probably be a more dire situation because the Braves look like they're going to come out and play. So it's probably important.
Every year, you know that. Every year the Braves come out to play.
But with the wild cards, the 3 wild card situation, all the Phillies got to do is make sure they maintain around second place. Get back in there, beat the Mets while they got a shot to do that. And that's going to keep them in it right now.
Okay, we covered that. Let's go right into the NBA. Let's jump right in. You got the top 6 teams that automatically in. Then you got 7 through 10 are playing in the playing game.
Right.
Teams left. Make a long story short, I'm not going to go through every team. Mavericks right now and the Thunder fighting for that last spot, the playing game in the Western Conference. Who you think gets that spot? Thunder they own their own destiny. They just got to win out. Then they play Memphis. They beat Memphis, they get the 10th spot. Dallas got to win tonight, and then they got to win their last game. So what's your take on that? Who gets in there and then break down?
Right. I'll be honest with you, I think it's irrelevant. Neither one of them are going to do a damn thing.
Right.
On the West. So, I mean, it's just a matter of who you like to see play in there. I mean, obviously Memphis hasn't clinched the 2 seed yet, so they're going to play hard. But then you have over here,
Memphis win tonight. If they win tonight, does that clinch it, Jeff, or they still got to play the last game?
I have to take a look at it. I haven't looked at it closely today.
I'm asking you that because the Thunder got them next. So if Memphis clinched tonight, Thunder may get an easy game to get that 10th spot, meaning like without the starters.
Right.
That's a big question. Okay, but go ahead.
Yeah, so I mean, to me, it's irrelevant because I think either one of them is going to lose to the 9 team anyway. So I mean, it's just a matter of what you're looking for there. If I had to go on a limb, I'm going to say Oklahoma City gets it done, and Dallas doesn't make the playoffs.
Wow. Mark Cuban he gave so much up for Kyrie Irving. I mean, real quick before we move on, you play Mark Cuban. Right now, Jeffrey Gerson turns into Mark Cuban. What do you do, Jeff? Do you re-sign the guy that you gave all these picks for, or that didn't work? I don't think you can take those losses like that. They gave up 2 now-ready players and Dinwiddie and Finley Smith and about three or 2 picks, big picks at that. So you just let that go, or you try to lock in Kyrie for the next 4 years? What do you do?
Well, actually, I'd probably do something pretty drastic. I do not re-sign Kyrie. And then what I do is whoever gets the first pick in the draft, I offer a package including Luka to get the first pick in the draft, that kid from France and a couple of their other auxiliary players, and I start over.
Yeah, but Luka's young. You don't have to give Luka up. You already got one of the best.
But you got Luka that has
Luka again.
The problem with Luka is Luka doesn't make people around him better. Luka is a guy that takes on himself.
Last year, but not this year. Last year, I mean, it was him and Brunson, but it was also him too. That's why they went so far.
I think that they got salary cap issues by starting over and saying, okay, I'm gonna take the first pick in the draft and giving up Luka and go in that direction is the way I would go if I was Dallas.
Jeff, if it wasn't your birthday, I'll be cursing you out. Happy birthday, by the way. I got to say that before I curse you out right now. You do not get rid of Luka. I can see you saying Kyrie. I don't even see that, but you know what? The small sample shows it ain't work. 5 and 17, something like that with Kyrie Irving on the court. You do not get rid of Luka. No way. That guy's only like 23 years old.
I'm telling you, right.
32 points. You ain't what you gonna get that young boy one.
You want to win scoring titles? You want a guy beat a ball hog? You can sit there and get younger. You can sit there and get
yeah, but look at last year.
And be a better team.
Look how far they went when they had other players.
They got lucky last year.
It's hard to get lucky. Hold up. You don't play two 7-game series and get lucky. I can see not even
you give a Phoenix and win game 7 by 4 to give you a fucking break. Listen, about as fixed to a game I've ever seen.
Okay, but the other games they won. Okay, if you want to say one game was funny, I get it. They say, I heard professionals say the best team 90% of the time wins a 7-game series. Because the 7-game series, you get to see everything of that team. I mean, usually the better team comes out. Now, I'm not going to say they were the better team twice, but they played better. That's why they moved on. They played better.
Phoenix was arrogant from the year before. They barely got by the Pelicans series. Then they got to Dallas. It's going through the same thing. Suns were going through the motions last year.
No credit, Jeff. It's like you giving them zero credit. You can't do that.
But watch the games. They play no defense. I mean,
Purdue boy, you make us more credit than you giving Dallas, and they lost in the first round in March Madness.
Well, you know what? I'll say this on the air right now.
Dallas went to the semi-conference.
Let me answer the question. I'm going to tell you right now. They've already got Purdue number 2 next year, the 2 early 25. I don't give a shit what they are. I'm betting against them all the way to the championship game. Is that enough for you? The raw truth?
You finally learned something, right? You finally learned something?
And when they win the championship, you get to run naked down Las Vegas Boulevard.
Oh, man. All right, listen, Jeff, we got 6 minutes left. I'm going to go to a topic. This is called jumping out the box. I'm jumping out the box on this when I want to come up with something different for my fans and everybody tuning in. There's a lot of NBA guys that were considered busts. I can name you 25, 30 guys. But I purposely picked out 3 of them. 3 of them. This ain't to say these are the best 3 busts, no. But I want you to put them 1 through 3, 3 being, the better one, and 1 being the worst out of all. I'm going to mention 3 guys and mention, what they did, and then you take over. Fair enough?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to go with Greg Oden out of Ohio State. 2007 number 1 overall pick of the Portland Trail Blazers. He played 105 games, averaged 8 points, 6.2 rebounds, a half assist a game. That's the number 1. Number 2 bust I got. Sam Bowie, 1984 number 2 overall pick of the Portland Trail Blazers. The Blazers again. Played 500 games, 10.9 points, 7.5 rebounds, 2.1 assists for Sam Bowie. Jay-Z put him in the song, basically killed him. And last but not least, Kwame Brown, 2001, number 1 overall pick of the Wizards. 607 games, 6.6 average, 5.5 rebounds, almost 1 assist per game. 3 being, the better one, 1 being the all-time worst. But I want you to start from 3, 2 to 1. 1 being the worst out of the 3. Who's your number 3 guy, or you?
Well, number 3 to me is Oden. He was just too injured to play in the league. Got injured very early. I like the fact that even when he's done with the league, he went back to Columbus at Ohio State and contributed as a coach, helping the basketball team out back in Columbus. He got his degree. But, I mean, the guy really never had a chance in the NBA because he was just hurt. And so I don't know if we can really – he's a bust because of injury, but not a bust because of talent. So Odin would be number 3 to me. Number 2 would be Kwame Brown. I think Kwame Brown obviously didn't come anywhere close to what the expectations were. I don't know if that year there was a great number 1 pick, but even if he was a clear-cut number 1 pick, which I think we all thought he was that year, I think Michael Jordan, took his entire, persona away, his groove away, with all the shit he pulled on him in practice and everything else. So I put Michael Jordan to blame for Kwame Brown not living up to expectations. Number 1 to me is Sam Bowie, and it's not for the reason Sam couldn't play. It's really for the poor draft. It's really the poor draft and the Portland Trail Blazers. I mean, you could take it a dart and throw it against the board. He had so many all-stars that year that Jordan came out, and you know what? You had about put it this way, I think there's like 10 all-timers at the draft.
So bad because, see, okay, when you said Anthony Bennett, when I mentioned Anthony Bennett, to me, it's probably one of the worst. But it was really nobody that year. I mean, for the first time ever, there's not really nobody that stood out. So
there wasn't.
We both agree that, anybody could have been that bust. But Bowie was picked up at a time when they was, wow. I mean, it was crazy good individuals available.
Right.
I mean, he got picked ahead of Jordan. He got picked ahead of the GOAT.
Well, think about this. In that draft, go back and look at it. I think there was 10 all-time greats out of that draft ballpark. So basically, if you took a dart and just said, okay, I'm going to take where it lands on, you had a better shot of getting 9 out of 10 and getting somebody, and you took Sam Bowie. And you knew what you were getting into because he already had injury problems with his buddy, the Twin Towers of Kentucky, prior to coming out.
Right.
So you have Olajuwon that goes first that year, and you got Jordan sitting there. And the reason they did it, obviously they had Clyde Drexler, but I think the way that the NBA is today and the basketball period, where it's more positionless, they would have taken Jordan, no hands down. They wouldn't have gone by draft by position now. But back then, there was no positionless basketball.
Right. Okay, real quick, I got 1 minute left. I'm going to give you the ability to pick one more bust that I left out that you really might want to put out there. But we don't have to break them down because I don't have that much time left, Jeff.
I'll make it real simple. Hey, Baby Jordan Minor from USC. That guy, they hyped the shit out of him. Next Jordan. Shit, I don't think he ever got off the bench, did he?
Harold Miner. I mean, there's plenty. I mean, we could go Olo Candy. I mean, we could go Joe Smith, Maryland. I mean, it's just so many different, routes. But at least these guys, like, for example, Kwame played X amount of years. Joe Smith played a lot of years. And like one expert said, for you to make it on a team means you're one of the top 400 and change players in the NBA. So are you really a bust? Because I remember when this guy was trying to have that argument with Stephen A. Smith, and Stephen A. Smith kind of said what I agree with is when your expectations are here and you hit down here, it's what makes you a bust in his eyes. So I get that. But in the overall picture, Jeff, if you wanted the 400 and change that got signed, you obviously not a bum. Because why would they have a bum?
Well, the best example I can give to you is this. You got like the Oakland A's and Nationals right now. You got probably nobody can probably name 3 guys on any one of these teams. You know what I'm saying? And you're calling them the worst teams in baseball. Sure they are. But I don't think people realize how difficult it is to get to the show. Just to make the show, you've got to be good.
Yep.
Okay. And so that's why I've kind of gone away from the bus thing, because I know how difficult it is, especially in certain sports, to even get there.
Right. But like you said the best one, Harold Miner. The hype was up here. You know what I'm saying? Baby.
Well, shit, and then where he flushed the shit down the toilet.
Jeff, let me let you go.
Dookies.
Let me let you go. For the 5th time, happy birthday, brother.
I want to miss 30 seconds here real quick. I just want to say, I want to give a kudos out to the Lou, being my hometown, St. Louis. XFL attendance came out. It hasn't been great. Most cities averaging 10,000. St. Louis averaging 37,000 fans a game. And I want to say it's a good fuck you to the NFL. And fuck you again for taking our team away. They did deserve it.
Oh, wow.
Adios.
Wow, they missed some football. They selling out the XFL. That's crazy. They should have sold out when they needed to sell out. Jeffrey Gerson, thank you for having on board. If we keep talking, I'm going to be late, so I got to cut you loose.
Later.
All right, bro. Have a good one. Sportsbook Jeff, baby. Let's start the giveaway now. Let's get him. Good luck to everybody. Let's get it, guys. Here we go. Don't go nowhere. Don't leave now. Unless y'all want to hate on the people who's going to win this giveaway. 1 through 20, giveaway 1, round 3. Let's get it. Jeremy Romero in the building. You got to watch the replay. This is the last part of the show. Go to YouTube, go to Rewind it, whatever. Make sure you watch the replay. 1 through 20, let's get it. We got Memphis winning 108-87 against Milwaukee. Milwaukee hardly played anybody today. Memphis trying to get that win and lock that number 2 spot. You already know how important is that. Okay, 1 through 20. Let the best person win. Take this bad boy. Yeah, Jeremy, watch the video. We spoke about all that, big boy. Just make sure you watch the replay. Here we go. 1 ball. Anything come out of hand, 2 balls come out, I'm going to be like an umpire. No play. Here we go. Giveaway 1. Round 3. Winner is on 4/7/2023 is. Got a winner, baby. I know you see it because I see it. Let me back her up a little bit. See, it's a red ball, right? Winner for giveaway 1, guys. Number 20. Number 20. Tapia is officially the round 3 champion. Salute to Tapia, round 3 champion. Tapia's number 20. He wins the championship. So now what we're going to do, we're going to pivot to round 4, giveaway 1. So right now, whoever wins this one will have a 1-zip lead on everybody. Tapia just closed round 3 up by winning right now. Salute to Tapia, folks. Tap came all the way back. Let me say something real quick. Take another away from Michael Tapia, who came all the way back. Jeffrey Gerson, though, between us, had a 5-game lead. And he told me that Al, I want to let somebody else win beside me, which I thought was very nice of him to do, since he's always on the show. That's not to take none away from Tap. Tap earned his money. He earned it. But what I'm saying is that Sportsbook had a 5-game lead. I mean, he could have been close. But salute to Michael Tapia. Kept on with it. Past Brian Ford, past Keith Vega. Came through. Salute to Tap Man, the Tap Man, baby. Now we going to, like I said, giveaway 1, round 4. We starting the new round right now. Round 4, giveaway 1. Nobody's winning right now. Whoever wins this is leading the pack. Let me put some music and we going to start it. 21 through 40, guys. Big Tap came all the way back, baby. Oh, he gonna party this weekend. Big Tap in the house, baby. Okay, here we go. Round 4, giveaway 1. Everybody locked in at 0. Everybody got 0. Starts right now. Hold up. Marinate these bad boys. Raul's coming for heads. He already said it. Round 4 is his. He won round 2. Raul's gonna come hard this time. Here we go. Here we go. We got one, baby. I know you see it because I see it. The winner for round 4, giveaway 1. Everybody zeros like this, my niggas. Is number 38. Number 38. You gotta be kidding me. My man, Allen. He bought the last 3 numbers. Allen, New York Jets. Allen, congratulations. You got a 1-zip lead in round 4. Let's go. Let me get this over real quick. I got 2 minutes. I know the haters are like, damn, Al really like yelling and getting these people gassed. No, it's not, man. I love what I do, man. Anything I do, I put everything in it. I'm sweating right now. I'm happy for my winners because I know how it is to win anything. It's hard to win anything. I mean, I bet games and I be sweating to win a game. This shit here harder because you up against mega motherfuckers. So a win is a win, bro. And a win's supposed to be celebrated. So all y'all haters, y'all already know what the fuck to do, man. Anyway, positive note, great job, MG Raider, Sportsbook Jeff. We got 1 minute. I gotta fillet this shit real quick. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Round 4 started. Big Tap is the winner for round 3. Congratulations, Big Tap, baby. You earned it, baby. And next Friday we coming back on. I love you guys all. Jeremy Romero, thanks for tapping in. Thanks for producing. Watch the replay. Yo, I love you guys. Al York Sports, the raw truth, man. Hold your heads.